up earlier this week when he felt his right hip pop out of its socket and then pop back in. Percival said he didn't think it was that big a deal. He kept throwing, but he began losing strength in his leg and, in fact, allowed his first grand slam in 490 career relief appearances Thursday, his first blown save of the season. Percival has been put on the 15-day DL. An MRI revealed degenerative changes in his hip joint. Manager Mike Scioscia says we're going to have to let this thing calm down and see where it is. They are concerned. Angels hosting Tampa Bay Saturday. John Lackey coming in with just one win in his previous 7 starts. Top 3 plunks Jared Sandberg. 2 men on now, and he drills Aubrey Huff. This is not good. That'll load the bases. Next batter, though, Lackey rings up Travis Lee. Lackey allowed just 2 runs on 4 hits and 7. He struck out 4. Bottom 7, Troy Gloss off Victor Zambrano. His 11th, it's 4-2 Angels. Bottom 8, they're loaded now. It's Gloss again. And he doubles down the left field line. 3 runs scored. Gloss 4 for 5. Drove in 4. Anaheim wins 7-2. Lackey gets the W. He's now 3 and 4. He wins for the just the 2nd time in 8 starts. Royals in Oakland trying to win with timely hitting. Top first, Royals 0 for 2 in the game at this point. Mike Sweeney to left, and it just does clear the wall as 8. 1-0 Kansas City. Top 2, the Royals 1 for 5 at the plate in the game. Ken Harvey now. To center, Chris Singleton is out there, and this is a top 10 nominee. Robs him of a home run. Royals now 1 for 6. They were 1 for 8 in the 3rd when Joe Randa stepped up to face Ted Lilly. Randa's 7th. Royals up 2-1 on just 2 hits. Lilly allowed 3 runs on 3 hits and 6 1/3. Top 7, Royals just 2 hits and 20 at-bats. Before Michael Tucker goes to right, Carlos Beltran comes in. The Royals up 3-1. They've got only 3 hits in the game. Very efficient. Bottom 9, 2 on, 2 out. Former Red Sox great Scott Hatterberg. Slow roll to Mike McDougall, and that's the game. McDougall's 12 save and 15 chances. Royals win 3-1 on only 3 hits.
Detroit at Chicago, bottom 7, 1-0 Tigers. Carlos Lee facing Gary Knotts, and that may leave a knot. Lee down and soon out. Another look and listen. Oh, Carlos Lee, Friday below the belt, Saturday in the noggin. Not still on the hill in the 8th. Tigers looking for their first shutout of the season. It's close your eyes time if you're Jerry Manuel. Tigers' first win, 10th game against the White Sox. Mike Moras, first win, 11th start against the White Sox. Tigers trying to get their first shutout of the season, 47th game against the White Sox. Frank Thomas pinch hitting with the tying run on second base in the 8th, and Knotts gets Thomas swinging. Big hurt, batting 156 with runners in scoring position. Knotts goes 7 2/3, strikes out a career-high 6. Franklin Herman knows coffee is for closers, gets Jose Valentin with 2 on. Tigers beat Esteban Loaiza and the Sox 1-0. Won the Cubs from 2 the Astros in the Central. Jeff Bagwell, no RBI in his last 13 games. That drought appears to be over in the 6th. No. Corey Patterson the grab. Cubs remain up a run. Have added a run in the 7th on an RBI double by Alex Gonzalez. That chase starter Tim Redding, Nate Bland in, and Patterson immediately greets him with a double that scores Gonzalez. Chicago up a field goal. Sean Estes chased in the 7th after giving up 2 runs. Mike Remlinger has to bail him out, getting Adam Everett to ground out for the inning's first out. Greg Zahn has a chance to be an RBI man, but he's nothing but a fan. Craig Biggio being intentionally walked to load the sacks. Remlinger then unloads on Brian Hunter. Cubs keep their 3-2 lead. Houston's last swings. Man on second for Zahn against Joe Borowski. Whiffs on the slider, 2 down. Top of the order, but Biggio not on top of his game. He went 0 for 4. Borowski gets his 9th save and 11 chances. And the Baker boys win it 3-2. He also suffers from chronic tendonitis in a knee. It shelved him Saturday, and Bonds is not expected to play again until this Tuesday at the earliest. Happiest guy on the face of the earth after hearing he would not have to face Bonds on Saturday, Colorado pitcher Scott Ellerton. Bonds has been a tall order for the tallest player in Rockies history. 6 for 9 against the 6'8" Ellerton. 4 of those hits, home runs. King of swing aggravating the knee Friday night, chasing a ball in the outfield, so he's out. If you missed it, there's how he heard it, and here's how his left field replacement Pedro Feliz compares. Feliz with 10 home runs in his career. Bonds 12 this season, 625 career. Bonds also earns $15 million a season. Feliz $222,000. But in the sixth, with 2 on, Pedro earning his jack with the 3-run jack off the aforementioned Ellerton. Second of the season. He had a 2-run homer Friday night after replacing Bonds. 7th inning, Marquise Grissom needs a long ball to complete the cycle. That's not long enough, but it gets him on base, and he'd later score to make it 4-0. Another chance for the cycle in the 8th. It's deep, but not deep enough. Grissom finishes 4 for 5. He's 23 for 43, hitting from the leadoff spot in 10 of the past 11 games. San Francisco wins 5-1, improves its NL best road record to 18-8.
Dodgers with an 8-game winning streak coming into Milwaukee Saturday night. Hideo Nomo, bottom 2, rings up Wes Helms, and he is onto the inning unscathed. Top 5, they're loaded for Fred McGriff, taking a bite out of crime. Taking a bite out of Matt Kinney. 9th career grand slam, his 7th home run this season. Number 485 for the career for Crime Dog. It's 4-0 LA. Bottom 5, Nomo, Alex Sanchez. And Nomo has a no-no through 5. In fact, he's seen this before twice in his career. First time in 1996 as a Dodger versus the Rockies, September 17th. And then as a Boston Red Sox versus the Orioles on April 4th of 2001. Nomo, 2 no-nos. Would he have 3? Back to Saturday in the 6th, facing Scott Podsednik. And Nomo has a no-no through 6. Thinking about the no-hitter. He matched a season high with 8 Ks, walked 4 in the 7th. Jeff Jenkins, hard hit to right. Sean Green still has the no-hitter. John Vanderwall, the next batter here. And that's going to drop in. First Brewer hit. Nomo 6 1/3 of no-hit ball. Bottom 9, 2 out. It's Vanderwall again. And Nomo, to close it out, rings him up. A 2-hitter for his 9th career shutout. LA has won 9 in a row. Why, Jeff Brantley? Why? In a jam here, and he fakes him up. Well, not really. Nobody was fooled. Next pitch, Suppan tries it again over to first. Jimmy Edmonds. Uh-oh. But Edmonds back safely. Don't grab the ball. Eduardo Perez scores 2-0 St. Louis. Bottom 1, Matt Morris facing leadoff guy Kenny Lofton. It's off Tino Martinez. It's a single. Lofton has now hit in 22 straight games. Second after a streak in the majors behind Nomar Garcia-Parra. Top 2, Jim Edmonds. 2-run shot, his 10th of the year, and the Cardinals have staked Matt Morris to a big lead at 6-0. Morris usually pretty good with 6-0 leads. He came in 5th in the National League with 5 wins, coming off a shutout against the Cubs Monday. 3rd in the NL with a 2.53 ERA. Tied for first with 74 2/3 innings pitched, and tied for first with 3 complete games. Cardinals defense helping him out. The 6-4-3 right there. Then Scott Rowland touches third, throws to first. Cardinals turn DPs in each of the first 3 innings. Renteria spinning and throwing. And then Jimmy Edmonds at the wall. Morris gave up 9 hits, walked 2, struck out 3 in the 9th. He rings up Jeff Rabelais to put it away. That's Jeff Rabelais as in no way. Cardinals win 6-0. Morris's 4th complete game, his 5th career shutout.
Florida at Cincinnati, Brad Penny hoping to celebrate his birthday with his first win in his last 6 starts. Did not start well. Ken Griffey improves to 5 for 9 career against Penny with 2 homers. This is 3rd of the season. There was 1 on, so now it's 2-0. In the 3rd, bases were full for Adam Dunn. Dunn struck out 3 times against Penny. He's 0 for 8 career against Penny with 6 Ks. Penny had 10 Ks. In the 5th, Ken Griffey raising the Red Nation's rest and heart rate with the attempt at the sliding catch. Didn't hold on, but didn't hurt himself. Marlins hurt Paul Wilson in the 7th. Juan Pierre with the bases loaded, singles, 2 score, including former Red Juan Encarnacion, who had 3 hits. It's 4-2, deep sea fish. It's 5-2 in the 8th when Griffey makes it clear. If some is good, more is better. His first multi-home run game since July of 2001, Griff went 4 for 4. It's 5-4 Marlins. Griffey on deck in the bottom of the 9th. Braden Looper wants no part of him, so he takes care of Sean Casey, swinging like Glenn Miller. Tell the band to go home. Game over. 5-4.
Boston continuing a weekend visit from Cleveland. Nomar Garciaparra, a 23-game hitting streak, longest in the majors this year. And Pedro did warm up a little bit Saturday, but still felt a little dicey. Bottom one, Garciaparra to third. John McDonald can't scoop it up, so Nomar reaches on the error. But the hit streak still on the line as Brian Anderson is tagged for 8 runs in 5 innings, but only 3 were earned. Same inning, they're loaded for Kevin Millar. To right, Shane Spencer. Bill Miller comes in on the error. It's 1-0 Boston. Still in the first inning now. David Ortiz, 3-run shot. His second. He was 3 for 4. 5-0 Red Sox. Bottom 3, it's Nomar. Cue Jerry Trupiano.
Here it comes. Swing, and there it goes. Way back. Home run. 24-game hit streak for Nomar Garciaparra. Way back.
6-2 Red Sox is 10th. Bottom 7, Nomar Garciaparra. Matt Lawton. Double for Nomar. He was 3 for 5 Saturday. Next batter, it's Manny Ramirez is 7th, a 2-run shot. He was 3 for 3. Red Sox all over the Tribe, 12-3. So Boston trying to open a gap on New York atop the American League East. What about the Yankees hosting Toronto? Derek Jeter back. Yankees riding a 5-game losing streak at home. Haven't seen this since Dallas Green's Yanks lost 6 straight at home. In '89, a Bam Bam Mullen sighting there. Let's get back to Saturday. Top 4, Tom Wilson. David Wells got that one up. They say it's a ground rule double. It stays in the yard. Fan interference, 2-0 Jays. What happened there? Well, a fan leans over right there. It's off the top of the wall. The fan would be removed, but he's a smart fan. He's like, hey, I paid $14 for this beer, and I'm taking it with me.
That's a deal.
That's right. Top 6, Vernon Wells. Wells got that one up again. Frank Catalano, 3-0 Toronto as the Blue Jays reel off 4 consecutive doubles against David Wells. Next up, Carlos Delgado. Juan Rivera's out there, and watch the footwork. Is there a Tom Amansky tape for that? Another ground rule double, 4-0 Jays as Wells allowed 5 runs on 9 hits and 5+. Rivera gets himself all turned around. That's not defensive support. Bottom 9, Juan Rivera, though. Tying run at the plate. Cliff Foley gets Rivera to fly out to Reed Johnson, who makes a somewhat dramatic catch out there. Corey Lytle watching. He's now the major's first 8-game winner. Yankees have lost 6 straight at home. Jeff Brantley, what?
Tom, who was terrific as a Brave. Does the Atlanta crowd understand the business of baseball? That would be a smattering for Glavine, who spent 16 seasons in the Braves rotation. Second inning, Andrew Jones with the big house it on a 1-0 changeup. His 12th, it's 1-0. Glavine was battling a blister, said he should have come out after the second inning. In the 4th, Javi Lopez blisters his former battery mate's pitch. His 12th also. It's now 4-0. Glavine left after allowing a single to Vinny Castilla and a ground rule double here to Rafael Furcal. 6 runs and 8 hits and a 3 1/3. His worst start as a Met since the Cubs pounded him on opening day. Afterwards, Glavine with these thoughts.
I really can't quantify how strange it was. I don't really know that I knew what to expect or really gave a whole lot of thought what to expect. After the first inning, I actually felt pretty good. First inning was over with, and I was like, okay, you know, now we can just play the game. And then, you know, after that, obviously things didn't go as well.
Braves win 10-4 before nearly 41,000. Largest crowd of the season at Glavine's former yard. Checking out the ones that got away for the Braves. Millwood has flourished in Philly. He's the NL's only 7-game winner. Glavine has been mediocre as a Met, and the pitcher that Atlanta actually kept, Greg Maddux, he's been just plain bad as a Brave this season.
What about Kurt Schilling looking to win his 4th straight decision? Diamondbacks hosting San Diego. Top 3, Schilling struggling. 1 out for Mark Loretta. Schilling gives him a free pass. Next up, Sean Burroughs. And Burroughs goes to left. Next batter, it's Dave Hansen, 348 career versus the Big Shill. And Hansen singles. They wave Loretta. Hansen was 3 for 4 Saturday, and the Padres have a 1-0 lead. 3 batters later, Schilling walks Jason Bay on 4 pitches. Is Schilling wild this year? Well, last year in 259 1/3 innings, he walked 33 guys. After the 3rd inning Saturday, in 60 1/3, he walked 17 guys. Meanwhile, Brian Lawrence was not walking anybody. Gets Lyle Overbay in the 4th and Steve Finley here in the 7th. Lawrence looking for the complete game. Bottom 9 here, facing Luis Gonzalez. Lawrence A two-hitter. Gave up 1 earned, struck out 4, retired the last 20 he faced. He outpitches Curt Schilling. The Padres win it, Bob, 5-1.
Philadelphia and Montreal were a hot dog promotion. Drew more than 33,000 hot dog eaters. Largest non-opening day crowd at Olympic in 6 years. Relishing David Bell and Jimmy Rollins colliding, and Orlando Cabrera scoring in the first. Wait, I'm just getting started. Top 2, Bell atones. Was 0 for 5 in his career against Tomooka. That's a shot of sake. Just Bell's second, first since the Phillies' 4th game of the season. We're tied. 6th inning, no longer tied. Pat Burrell tying it again. His 10th of the season. 7 of his last 12 hits have been home runs. Bottom 8, still tied. Runner on first with 1 out. Vlad Guerrero went 2 for 3 with an RBI. And this, 6-4-3. Let's grab another dog and go to the 9th double play. Phillies were 7-0 on Saturdays, but on this day, Will Cordero was the top dog. A leadoff walk-off in the 9th against Carlos Silva. Montreal's 5th game-ending homer of the season. 3-2 your final, and somebody needs a timeout. Here's up 2-1, and Alex Rodriguez reminding Omar Dahl it's his cornfield, and the O's are guests in his cornfield. Solo shot. Take another look. A-Rod reaching out on the 0-2 pitch, 14th of the year. Major league leading 78th big fly for Texas. Now, when you think home runs, you think Melvin Moore. He flexes in the 7th against John Thompson. His 6th home run of the year, and the Orioles are up 4-3. In the 8th, Mora, bat scratch fever, extends his streak of multi-hit games to 6. He went 2 for 5, matched a career high with 5 RBI. Orioles win it 10-3. He won his last 2 starts. First inning, Jacque Jones to Brett Boone making the good play, and well, Jones did go 2 for 5 in his batting, .345. Kyle Loesch, 1 win in his last 6 starts, and this is going to be his first 1-2-3 inning of the season. Gets Boone right there, and top of the 2nd, Pinheiro. The changeup to A.J. Brzezinski, that's foul, and well, Joel doesn't change his pitch and throws another changeup. You'll get no change from that. 4th home run of the year. Brzezinski crushes it. It's 3-0 Twins. Bottom 2, Loesch getting Mike Cameron, 1-2-3. Bottom 3, Dan Wilson making the blooper reel. Another 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 6th, Johnny O rounding to 2nd. The 4th 1-2-3 inning for Loesch. Bottom 7th, Mark McLemore. Another 1-2-3 inning. We've got a theme. Bottom 9, Randy Wynn. Sit down. 7 Ks, 6 hits, 2 earned. 7-2, Loesch. Complete game winner.